Okay, I'll be starting at the top of the hour, about 12 minutes or so. If you are coming in, you want to just go ahead and skip ahead if you're doing a replay. But I wanted to take this time before the top of the hour to say, hey, good morning, happy Friday to you. TGIF, right? To try to get all these coughs out before the stream starts. Yuck. Okay, also, if I'm not following you, to go ahead and try to get you subscribed. So to make it really, really easy and get some instant gratification, please go into the chat room and just say hi, if that's all you want to do. That allows me to click the three buttons, the three dots that appear next to your name, and go right to your channel and click subscribe. Easy peasy, done, bada bing, bada boom, right? So if you would like to subscribe to me, that would be fantastic. There's one person in this world I really need to keep happy, and her name is Christine. So for the sake of, I would like to keep doing this. I really would. But that relies on her being happy. So please save a fellow sim pilot and gamer and role player and ex-broadcaster and podcaster, and please like and subscribe. So last night I unlocked agricultural aviation. It was one of those, it was later in the evening and I was winding down and I was starting to fade a little bit, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and try it anyway. And it wasn't for lack of, it wasn't from being tired or anything. It's just that things didn't really go well. There's no training, as far as I can tell, for the agricultural aviation. They just throw you into it and they're like, well, you've learned enough so far, I think, that you'll figure this one out. Well, there are some things that you don't pick up on until a little bit later, and the your dispatcher handler doesn't prompt you, and the little mission guide up there at the corner, it gives you a few tips. But again, this is an aircraft they throw you into that doesn't look like anything on the inside, mostly what we've seen before, and it's different. One of the things I don't appreciate right off the bat, it's cool, flying this quick little fast plane. It's really nose heavy because of the spray tank underneath. But I don't understand the need to have something that flies so fast. You're just spraying a field. But they approach this activity like you're a dog fighter. Right? You've got, it's like, hurry up and get this done, and you got to fly these strafing passes, and I don't get it, folks. This would be, to me, again, everything now would be better served by having a vertical takeoff and landing. You could probably do this better with a helicopter. It seems so inefficient to do it this way. So that's my rant for the day. It is what it is. That's agricultural aviation. But again, I think a helicopter would do this better. I think any one of the small little eVTOLs would do this, or a VTOL. I don't know about the eVTOL. I don't know if batteries can handle that weight. I don't know. I don't know what their capabilities are going to be. But one, you can get kind of nauseous flying loop-de-loops and, flying around so fast. Anyway, you'll see. And there are some things I want to show you in there, again, that they don't point out. Okay. That'll really, I think, help you get a better understanding of how much of the field you've covered, where you've flown. So I can't wait to show you that. And I'm glad I discovered that last night. I'm glad I was actually kind of paying attention. So, and then I crashed a few times. Again, the plane's very, very fast, and it's unforgiving. It's because of the weight of it. So trying to do, some pull-ups sometimes and get over a tree here and there, it can be really tricky and challenging. And I hope you don't crash as many times as I crashed last night. And then to make matters worse, finally completed the field, and on my way back, the simulator crashed. So I'm going to take this opportunity in this next hour to try to redo the agricultural aviation. And again, try to show you what I learned. And so stick around if you want to see something like that. Also, take this time if you have any questions or comments. One of the comments yesterday was the advertisements are ruining your live stream. They're just too much. Folks, I have the advertisements on conservative. When you set up a live stream, you can set up conservative, balanced, or aggressive. Now, meaning that it'll play a few commercials, or it'll play a balanced amount of commercials, or it'll play commercials, advertisements aggressively. I think it's an absolutely horrible, horrible thing to do. I can't imagine as a matter of fact, I can't imagine. I know quite a few people out there that run it on aggressive, not necessarily in the flight simming community, but in other areas. You can't skip them. There's 3 commercials. Just it's becoming a real drag. So I was told already that the advertisements are ruining these live streams. I had it on conservative, meaning don't play as little commercials as possible. So I've gone back in and I've set another setting, which allows you to run them every 20 minutes, 18 to 20 minutes, something like that. So, only 2 or 3, maybe during an hour. So I'm doing the best I can. If that's still too much, I'll try to tweak it. But again, I got to still try to make Christine happy. So I've got to find that happy medium as well. You liking and subscribing will help a lot. I really appreciate it. So yeah. All right, where are we at? And I've got these windows open that are just blinding me today. And 56. All right, so we have 4 minutes. I'm going to try to close some of the shades around here. There's lights bouncing around that are just catching me in the corner of my eye. And every time I look around, you know how you get light blind sometimes? Yeah. Not fun. Not fun at all. Sometimes I wish I could make this environment completely dark. Okay. So starting in about 3 minutes. If you're just tuning in and you want to skip ahead, go right ahead. Or, if you're tuning in on a replay, later this afternoon, evening, once the live stream is processed, I'll go back in there and chop this first 15 minutes off or so. If I forget, apologies. So on the news today, we haven't heard anything new about Gene Hackman. Oh, well, we have. We heard that all the rest of his remaining dogs or critters, whatever, they're all safe and sound and being taken care of. That's all we've heard. Yesterday, the Epstein file released, complete debacle. We don't really know if we're being played, if who's being played, if they're being played, or if we're being played, or if everybody's being played. Today, Alex Jones is talking about Bondi's on the warpath. Patel's on the warpath. They're sending agents into blah, 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 and take documents and blah, blah, blah. And, think about what a gentleman on Twitter, Tim Young, I think his name is, said yesterday. He's like, just when I get to the point where I actually believed I could trust the government, they let me down. And I'm ashamed at myself for even allowing that to happen. And other people are like, yeah, Tim, you can't trust the government. And I feel I feel it. I feel it. And I feel really bad for everybody. And it's true. That's true. The moment you think that you actually can, you know, it's always the same stuff. Bait and switches, and they're just, it's just wicked. It's just wicked, wicked. All right, so about a minute till the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and at least get switched over. Get this out of the way over here. Please don't, simulator, please don't crash today. Come on, Asobo. Been having too many dang problems. I was looking in here to see if there was. Did I miss the agricultural training? And there isn't. So we're in Wisconsin. Didn't know where we were at last night. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I don't get it. To me, it's just, again, if you are and have ever done agricultural spraying, crop dusting, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that play? Why is that the ideal plane for this kind of activity? Why would you want something like this? I can understand maybe the turboprop for power because you're heavy, but I mean, couldn't you change the layout and go with something slower? I don't know. I just, I don't know. I really wanted to enjoy it, and I really do. I want to. One moment. Hello, Chris. I'm flying.
Okay, I'll call you on my lunch.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Keep her happy. All right. I don't want to be upset with this activity. This isn't something I've actually wanted to do. Okay. But I thought it would be more casual. It is not. Before we get in there, let me get underneath here and show you what's going on. I do believe that is where you fill it. And it fills that tank up there, and that's why it's so nose heavy, and I don't understand why they don't stretch it out to disperse the weight, because she really is nose heavy. And then I believe this thing, when you go to spray, whatever, it The button that they told me in the control setup that I'm supposed to be using for my spray button is not the proper button. So there's a problem there too that you might find. They're telling me it's button 4 on my keyboard, but it's not. It's button 2. I'd probably change that in the controls, but that was making me mad last night. Now, I'm not sure what this is. Like probably a turbo fan. Probably kicks in and pushes all the juice, the nutrients. All right, where's that pitot tube? We already got it. All right. So yeah, take a look around this cockpit. It's not, it's just different. It's just not. It doesn't feel familiar when you first pop in. I don't feel that the flaps work at all. It says there's flaps, but I go to put it up, it defaults back down. Okay, the spray off, spray on, pump brake. There's no training on that. You got your mix here, which is weird. You got your propeller speed here. Let's put it in low idle. Give it a little bit of throttle before we start. What did I just do? I just emergency dumped everything. Well, that's a great place to put it. So we've just discovered something else. I just dumped all my nutrients. That's what they call them in this spray the nutrients onto the field. Okay, so avoid the emergency dump button. There's another tip. My lord. Oh, I forgot the exhaust. Yeah, I'll get there. Oh, I hit the space bar and it went to the refuel. That's fine.
Hey, looks like we're teaming up. I'm Isha, but you can call me Green Meadow. I'll be your operator for this session. Buckle up. Today is going to be a challenge.
Oh boy, is it.
Our fellow farmer needs nutrient over some crops.
Nutrient.
Part of her fields has to get the proper amount of nutrients to produce healthy yields. Target area is located 3.5 nautical miles away north from here. You got it? Then up, and away.
Okay. Once we get near the field, on our little EFB here, it is going to track your passes. So it's not showing it now, but when we get there, come on, allow me to move. All right, there's our field. So as we start making passes on this field, it will start drawing blue lines where we've passed. So the first question you have when you start this, once you can figure out how to dump the nutrients onto said field, you start wondering, well, how do I know what I've sprayed? Well, they do help you out here. And again, you'll get these blue lines that will start filling in on this field to show you where you've made a pass. Okay, they want you to, as you can imagine, they want you to turn on your spray, I guess, just a little bit before you hit the field and then just a little bit after. She's really touchy about you oversprayed or you undersprayed or you didn't, whatever. So there's an art to it, or there's a timing to it.
Whiskey Sierra 1-6 traffic in Alpha Golf 4314, taking off runway 9er departure to the north.
Brakes aren't working? What's up? It's not using my proper controls. What's going on? I think it's blown out what controller it's using. Yeah, let's go with that. But what's that going to do for the spray? Spray. See, it says joystick button 5. And you can set it to what you want, but again, I just popped in here to find out which one it was, and it says 5, and it's not, it's 2. Then they have spray increase, spray decrease, and they don't talk about any of that in there. I don't know what any of this is. Breaker spray. Again, there's no tutorials. So I have to probably go out there and try to find some real world pilots that do this and, you know, see what they say about all of this other stuff. And like, what's that pump spray thing? Pump brake thing? Let's take a look out the back. See if the button's working again. Okay. So that's my thumb button. Did you see the spray come out? So yeah, even though I'm using the proper controls again, it doesn't seem to. I guess maybe because the spray units or whatever, it doesn't really seem to have flaps. She does got a lot of power.
Remember, our clients are counting on us to improve their crops. Plus, we're starting on time, so this should be a good day. We're lucky there's little wind. The spray drift could have impacted other fields. I'll be on radio during your session, checking how it's going and helping you tweak your spray pattern if necessary.
And then they want you to maintain 110 knots in your passes.
on your assigned area, I see. You can approach the field and then start the spray.
Okay, and you can see the
Nothing's dangerous around.
you can see the blue markings around the field. So try to do this side first. And it's got a break. Okay, so let me get over here. A little slow. All right, and get as low as you can. And pressing button number 5 now. I'm starting to spray. Well, and be careful, she's touchy. And now if you look on the field on the little display there, you can see it's doing a green mark, not a blue mark. My bad. Turn off the sprayer. All right, let me pause.
Remember 110 knots is the right speed for a proper spray over the crops.
Yeah. All right. So I'm hoping you can see that clearly. It's showing us where we've flown. And I looks like I cut the spray just a little bit short. Now, up here in the upper corner, this blue bar right here, as you complete the field, this bar will start filling up, and that will let you know that you're done. Okay, so now it's just rinse and repeat. Trying to fill up this field, so here we go. No, get that back down there. Trying to get my view up. She's so heavy when you pull back on the throttle, she slows down real fast. And when you're trying to do anything, she speeds up real fast, and it's just, again, I don't know. Time and experience, right? Solves everything. We just need some more time and experience. But you do, after a while, if you get impatient, you want to turn around, you feel like you're doing more like dogfight maneuvers. See, now we're going way too fast. Too slow.
You sprayed too late. Keep plant booster inside the area, please.
But according to that little diagram down there on the map, that was like a perfect spray. It cuts off right there. And I managed to get the first part. Kind of missed a little bit. Come on, easy. Those were pretty tight. A little bit of overlap. So yeah, now it's just rinse and repeat. She must have liked that one. She hadn't said anything. Easy. Too damn fast. So I think once you get past your first couple passes, I really think you will enjoy it. I mean, if this is something that you thought you would be interested in and it looked exciting to you to do, I think you will enjoy this. I think just getting over the, how does this all work? What, and trying to keep your speeds and... I do think you'll enjoy it, Farmer Ted. Pilot Ted. I think we're about here.
Keeping a good pace. Almost a quarter of the area is finished.
Uh-oh.
You sprayed too late. Keep plant booster inside the area, please.
I can only imagine how much more difficult this was in the past if you didn't have some sort of way to completely know how much of the field you sprayed. Probably need a partner on the ground to help you track things. You just got to be, again, just experience, be a pro. Yikes.
You're halfway done. That's efficiency. You sprayed too late. Keep plant booster inside the area, please.
That looks like a good pass to me if we were to zoom down on that little thing, but whatever. Getting better with each pass.
Almost finished now. Ready to come back?
Nope. Oh, when you're done.
Upgrade too late. Keep plant booster inside the area, please.
That dang tree is right there. Right in the way.
Shut off the spray. It's still on.
Oh, it's supposed to be on. So it's showing that we pretty much just about covered everything. The blue bar is almost filled, so just a couple more. Just get it over the line. Do a diagonal. My bad. Oh, come on. Up, 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 up. Whoa. Oops. All right.
Green Meadow KINN service complete.
Field completed. Great job. You and your plane make a great team. You finished on schedule. We even have time for lunch now.
So much better than last night, and I think that after one or two tries on this, you'll be a pro too. Now let's see if we can get there and land without the game, the simulator crashing on us again. And I couldn't find a way to get the flaps, set flaps. And so I went way off the runway. That was the problem. And the brakes weren't working. I've got to try to come in really slow. I'm gonna dump the stuff now. Much better.
You're back? Isha said you did great up there.
Great.
The client will be happy, which makes us all happy. Let's review your performance. It's the only way to get better.
I'm messing. Fuel's off. That's off. That dang rotor is still spinning. Now that turn it back on. Fuel's off. Magnetos are off. What is on? All right, well, it worked that time. Avoid wasting product. I shouldn't have dumped it. Really? Execution time? So you're supposed to you're supposed to fly it faster than that? That's just unsafe. She does pay good, though. Ooh. All right. Well, that concludes this live stream. If you have any suggestions about what to do on the next live stream, then please let me know. Yesterday's suggestion was that we do a balloon ride over Wiltshire, England, in the UK, and that was fun. Started out in Swindon and drifted our way down south across the lovely landscape in the UK. So lovely there. Okay, then I am going to conclude this live stream and figure out what I'm going to do. So I'll try to see you at the top of the next hour.